Given the equation x plus y squared is equal to 4, we're asked to find the x and y intercepts on the graph and determine whether or not it has symmetry, and then based on that information, we'll graph the equation by hand. Let's begin by finding the intercepts. So our equation is x plus y squared is equal to 4, and in order to find the x-intercepts on any graph, the idea is that we plug in y is equal to 0, and then solve the resulting equation for x. So when we plug in y is equal to 0, we don't do anything to the x-coordinate. We'll open up the y value, and we'll plug in 0 for y. The left-hand side then simplifies down to just being x is equal to 4, and so the x-intercept on this graph is going to be one where the x-coordinate is 4 and the y-coordinate is 0. Similarly, to determine the y-intercepts, we're going to plug in x is equal to 0 and then solve the resulting equation for y. So in the original equation, we're going to open up a variable whole this time for x and not do anything to the y values. We're going to plug in 0 for x and then solve for y. So the left-hand side becomes y squared, and in order to solve for y, we're going to take the square root of both sides, and when I take the square root of both sides of an equation, that comes along with the plus minus, and the plus minus goes on the constant side. So the square root of a quantity squared cancels each other out, and on the left-hand side we have just y, and on the right-hand side we have plus or minus 2. So in this equation we actually have two y-intercepts, one where the x-coordinate is 0 and the y-coordinate is positive 2, and the other where the x-coordinate is 0 and the y-coordinate is negative 2. So these are our intercepts. Let's take them back over to the graph and plot them on the Cartesian plane. So we had an x-intercept of 4, 0, and two y-intercepts, one at 0, 2, and one at 0, negative 2. So we've completed part A. Let's now look at part B. We are to test this equation for symmetry about the x-axis, the y-axis, and the origin. To test for symmetry about the x-axis, we're going to plug in negative y for each y value in the equation. And when we do that, we don't do anything to the x's. We're going to open up a y spot and then plug negative y into that variable. We then simplify, and because we're squaring a negative quantity, that gives us a positive y squared. And when we compare this back to the original equation, we see it's the exact same as the original equation. So we know that this graph is going to have symmetry about the x-axis. To determine whether or not we have symmetry about the y-axis, we're going to plug in negative x for every x value. So we're going to open up a hole for the x variable. We're not going to do anything to the y variables, and then we plug negative x into all those x spots. When we simplify, we no longer need to carry forward these parentheses, so we'll drop them in the simplify step and just copy paste the rest of the equation down. And now when we compare this back to the original, we see that we're not going to have the same ordered pair solutions. The left-hand side of this equation now has a negative x, and this is the only term that changed in the entire equation. So this is not going to end up being symmetrical over the y-axis. To determine whether or not we have origin symmetry, we'll plug in negative x for every x, but also negative y for each y variable, and then simplify to see if our equation indicates that we'll have the same collection of ordered pair solutions. So we open up a hole for all the x's and a hole for all the y's, and into the x's we're going to plug negative x, and then for the y's we'll plug negative y. Now we simplify. These parentheses are not carried forward after this simplify step, so this first term just becomes negative x. We are squaring a negative and the y value here, so this is actually going to yield a positive y squared, and we just copy paste the 4 down from the right hand side. Now again, we can see that the only term that changed was this first term. Nothing else in the equation changed, and so this is not going to be the same as the original equation, so we don't have symmetry about the origin either. So we learned that this graph will be symmetrical about the x-axis, but not about the y-axis or about the origin. Since we only have 3 ordered pairs, we may want to create a table of values to get a few more points to help us generate this graph. Let's see what's happening at the x value 3, which of course is right here. So if we plug in the x value 3 and then figure out who are the y coordinates that are going to go along with that, we would then be subtracting 3 from both sides to get y squared is equal to positive 1. And then when we take the square root of both sides, we get a plus or minus. So we see that when x is equal to 3, y was equal to plus or minus 1. So we would have y is equal to 1 as the corresponding y value, but also we get another ordered pair at 3, negative 1. So we've got positive 3, 1 and positive 3, negative 1 as ordered pairs on this graph. And it seems to be shaping up so that it is going to have symmetry about this x-axis. And as a matter of fact, if we continue to get more and more ordered pairs, we'll see that our graph ends up being a parabola that's opening off to the left. And this completes the graph of this equation.